Hey guys, a different location going on right here. Let's be honest here, I already had my camera set up and I am lazy. So today I'm gonna be doing my week 34 update for my pregnancy. So the first thing that I want to talk about is my doctor's appointment. So I had a doctor's appointment on Thursday, which is when like all of my doctor's appointments are for. So again, I met with a different doctor than my like actual main OB. Wasn't too fond of the nurse, but I don't like to judge people from like the first time meeting them because I mean, she could have been tired, blah, blah, blah. I was really busy that day. So I don't know, but the doctor that I met was really nice. So it's just like a basic usual checkup. They had my urine sample, that was all good. They actually didn't end up saying anything about my last kind of testing that I did to see if I had a UTI. I said in my last video that I pretty much assumed that I didn't have one just because they said they would call me if there was anything abnormal, and they didn't call me, so I guess that means that I was good. I did get weighed and had my blood pressure done and all that jazz. So at my last doctor's appointment, I said that it was kind of weird that I didn't gain any weight because I felt like I had gained weight. I had been 129 at that appointment, and this one, I was actually like surprised because like she just kept going with the little like thing to see how much you weigh, and I was like, oh, okay. I would say it landed at around like 135, which means throughout my whole pregnancy I have gained a total of I was gonna say 125 pounds. No, I gained a total of 25 pounds. Yeah, and down below I have been putting like some frequently asked questions that I get. Whoa, just got dizzy. Sorry. That was really weird. So down below I have been posting frequently asked questions that I get when it comes to my pregnancy. So how far along I am, like when I post my pregnancy updates, how much I weigh, how much weight I've gained, and when I'm due and stuff like that. Like I said, a few appointments back, they had told me that they wanted me to gain a little bit more weight. And it's funny because I didn't really even try to gain weight. And I think I talked about the last video that I did have a rough time on Sunday. I had a rough time, and I'm pretty sure now that was her having a growth spurt, because the next day I felt like I looked like even bigger. That's kind of something that I want to talk about, or I am going to talk about in a separate video. Also other changes going on in my body, which I'll talk about. I'll kind of go over them a little bit now, but I'll get more in depth in that video. You guys like my phone case? His name is William. So yeah, that was pretty much it as far as the doctor's appointment. She measured my belly, said I was perfect. So I think at my next appointment, I am going to be getting the Group B strep test. I think that's what it's called. And basically that's a test if you have that illness. It usually doesn't show any symptoms or affect the mother, but it can be harmful if it affects the baby. It's interesting because I've never heard anybody else talk about that during their like pregnancy updates, so I don't know if anybody else has that done. If you have tested positive for it, let me know like if that's had any effect on your pregnancy or after having the baby or anything. I think for the most part, the only thing that changes is that you have to go to the hospital, I think immediately, like once you start going into labor, and you have to be given antibiotics. I've always been kind of iffy, like I didn't get the flu shot mainly because I couldn't get it. I did do a whooping cough vaccination, which I didn't talk about, but I did get that done. As far as right now, this being my first pregnancy, I kind of would rather be safe than sorry, but we'll see. I mean, I might test negative and be perfectly fine and not even have to worry about it. We'll see. And I think they do administer penicillin unless if you're allergic to it. And I don't remember the last time I took penicillin actually. So I don't know if I'm allergic to it. I know that I have taken amoxicillin though. Yeah, so I am gonna be getting that done. And then she also said starting at my next appointment, I believe it's gonna be pants off, I think. So they're gonna be checking my cervix at the appointment and making sure that she's head down. Most of the time I feel like she is head down. She likes to stay on my left side with her head like in the lower left side of my, like right above my pelvis. When I stand up, she does kind of sink down into my pelvis. Sometimes I do feel a leg kicking out, like on like my right side of my belly, but I think most of the time she is pretty much head down. I was a little bit worried a few weeks ago about her being sideways, so transverse. I mean, you can deliver a transverse baby, and I think there are methods of like flipping the baby, but I think it's harder to, of course, give birth to a sideways baby than like a straight up and down vertical baby. So I don't know, I think she should be good. And at my 36-week appointment, after that it'll be every week appointments with my doctor. I'm so excited about. The next thing would have to be stretch marks, which is kind of one of the body image things that I want to talk about in another video. I didn't think it would affect me as much as it did. I had a feeling that I would get stretch marks. I was just kind of hoping that I wouldn't. But with like how rapidly my body has been growing and stretching, it's kind of been hard to avoid. No matter how many lotions or oils or anything that you put on your body, it does not matter. If you're gonna get stretch marks, you're gonna get stretch marks. It has been something to get used to. Most of them I can't really see. And then I do feel like a lot of them I feel like they're gonna fade once I do give birth. And then also along with that, I have had like my belly has been really itchy, like really bad itchy, like mainly at night. That kind of goes into another thing that I've been experiencing, is that for quite a while now, her kicks have become kind of painful. Not necessarily like her kicks, because I feel like she like rolls a lot and drags her foot like across my belly now, or like her hand. Like yesterday, I could like feel the outline of her whole foot just up against my belly. Like it was so weird, but it was really cute too. But since I am having like really dry, or not necessarily dry, but really itchy, really sensitive, like stretched out skin, it feels like I almost have like open wounds, like a surface wound type of scratch, and it just like has that burning, stinging sensation. That's how my belly feels. And there's a certain area on my belly that she loves to press her little butt out in, or her head or whatever, and she just does that repeatedly over and over every day. So that place is like raw most of the time, and I have to like reapply lotions and stuff to that area. I actually had to put band-aids on it the other day because it was so painful, and like the air hitting it was really bad. I have noticed that when I'm at home, I pretty much just wear like a sports bra and have my belly out, because having like clothes on it irritates it, and just kind of like, I don't know, it's not very comfortable on my belly. Every time I go places now, everybody looks at me and I'm just like, am I that huge? Like, we haven't really been going very many places, Chris and I, just because it is so difficult for me to walk around. And also when it comes to like going out and stuff, I don't want to go too far from home, just because I am terrified of my water breaking anywhere except at home. It's made for some very uneventful weekends. We did get a few things delivered last week. So we got her bed and we got a bouncer type of seat thing. It's almost over. We have 5 more weeks, 2 to 5 more weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of it down below. Let me know if you guys would like to see any other videos, any mommy videos or anything like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.